Are you ready?
You're gonna laugh at me. Hi guys, welcome back to DVD Diaries with Ash and Rachel, and today we're going to be talking about animation.
DVD Diaries
with Ash and Rachel. She always laughs at me during the intros.
But I didn't this time.
Yay.
With full concentration.
Improvement.
So the two films we're talking... Wait, hang on a minute. Are we going to do movie news first?
Yes, there's a lot of movie news this week. Okay, let's start with the miscellaneous crap first.
I don't have any miscellaneous crap.
I hate the miscellaneous crap.
I was given a strict brief and I have collected according to the brief.
Yes. Do you want to hear some bullshit? So, a Labubu movie is coming out. Who wanted that? Literally no one.
Sabrina's Carpenter starring a new Alice in Wonderland film. Rumour has it. And everyone's crossed that the new K-pop Demon Hunters movie is not coming out until like whenever, like ages. And it's like, that's how long a good animation movie takes, everyone.
Yeah,
let's all calm down. Like, it's good that they're taking their time. You idiots. Anyway.
Instead of just rushing out some slop.
Exactly.
Disney are bragging about that Toy Story 5 and Devil Wears Prada 2 had record-breaking teasers, like views online. But
oh, really?
It's because every time I see someone talking about those teasers this week, it's the fact that they look like shit is what everyone's talking about.
I thought the Devil Wears Prada one was, I mean, all right. It wasn't anything groundbreaking. And I haven't seen the Toy Story one because I think it would upset me.
Yeah. I mean, Devil Wears Prada 2 is... I mean, Devil Wears Prada 1 is an all-time movie, like...
But the fact that
banger.
Meryl Streep's doing it makes me really, really hopeful because, like, she wouldn't go near it if it was going to be bad, you know what I mean?
I don't know. It does not need a sequel. It's one of those movies that, like, does not... The point of Andy at the end is, like, it's hopeful she's going to do well, but, like, you don't need to see it. Like, no one cares.
I care. I want to see it.
Stop churning this shit out.
It's fine. They've made it into a good musical, apparently. I really want to go see it.
The musical is alright. I don't know. Any other miscellaneous crap?
The Narnia composer for the new Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe apparently got a slap on the wrist for talking about the new movies. Apparently the secrecy is insane because apparently he said something in some interview and then he said in an interview a few weeks later like, oh, I was like really told off for saying something. Really? I'm not allowed to say anything. It's like top secret.
It's Netflix, right?
Yeah. Jeez. So I'm excited. I mean, I'm really praying it's going to be... I mean, they're going to really like it. I'm going to hate it with my entire heart because it's one of my faves.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad they're redoing it because I got really mad because obviously the whole book series is like 8 books long and they didn't do they did the original, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. They didn't do the first one. They carried on for 3 and then they didn't do the rest. And I want to see a complete collection of all of the material with the same cast and the same all the way through because it just doesn't exist, you know? And they're starting with the first book, which hasn't been adapted before, The Magician's Nephew. And I'm very excited. So it's and I do like Greta Gerwig most of the time. So that'll be good.
Pushed for they're gonna have a theatrical like IMAX release.
I am gonna be seated front row for
which for a Netflix film. It's good that she's pushing for that.
Yeah,
she's making
very
good change over there. Well, the big news that we want to talk about, which pertains to animation,
because it's an animation week,
is so Bob Iger, who's the CEO of Disney, has come out this week and said that Disney Plus will soon have AI-generated short-form content from users. The Hollywood Reporter article starts with the catching sentence. Don't want to wait until 2027 for Frozen... Hello, stroke. Don't want to wait until 2027 for Frozen 3? Soon you may be able to make your own.
That sentence makes just no sense to me. Like, can you literally hear yourself? Now you can make your own. Not only are you, like, degrading an incredible, huge production with hundreds of people on it down to, like, one AI machine made by a 2-year-old, but also, like, you don't want everyone to be able to make their own, you idiot.
You can't make your own.
First of all, you can't. And first of all, you don't want people to think they can.
Have you got a team of people?
Disaster.
Have you got a team of writers? Have you got composers? Animators?
Have you got the best people in the industry? No.
No, you don't. It's just licensing these IPs to put out.
It's quick money. It is literally quick money. Can people stop going towards quick money and think about sustainability for 5 seconds? It drives me nuts.
I'm reading this report on AI, and there's a Chinese TV channel that already like have this where people create AI form content and they run it on this TV channel and then they put ads on it. It's like literally a capitalist wet dream where like a computer makes this content, people watch it and they put ads on it, and it literally like
it's so
why
sad as
people-
well, and it's so upsetting because like that is just sad. Like, we get cross and angry and you can laugh about it, but like it's just really sad. I cannot believe that he said that. Come
I
on.
can't believe they're doing it.
I can't believe it. Like, please don't.
How
The
much
world
is
doesn't-
Disney Plus a month? Like,
It's like, I think there are there different tiers? I don't know.
for a subscription you're paying for to have it
It's,
push
like,
AI
significant.
slot made by just randoms. It's like, why? Literally, why? No one wants to see this. This isn't creative. This isn't Disney. This isn't pushing animation. This isn't pushing anything. It's pushing shit to people.
Yeah.
And no one wants to bloody see it.
Look
Bob
at
Iger.
these. You know?
I don't
You
know if
can't
they're in
see
shot.
them. Oh my god.
We have animated films. WALL-E, Pirates Adventures, Thumbelina, like...
The Rescuers. I was because I'm doing like a report on Disney and how the thing is when I look at Disney, I only look at the animation studios. Like I don't really even look at Pixar. So I just like I have no idea what the rest of the company is doing because it's just not what interests me. And also I like to detach because like Disney is such a huge thing. You can't just say Disney's doing this or Disney's doing that. You know what I mean? Studio Ghibli, Bandai Namco, and Square Enix are demanding OpenAI stop training AI on their content, which is nice. I don't think that surprises anyone from Studio
Literally
Ghibli, to be
so,
honest. I don't think that shocks anybody, but I'm
Well-
very pleased that it's happening.
In that report I'm reading, like, it said that ChatGPT gained over, like, 1 million... I do not quote me on this, but, like, gained
Yeah,
over...
don't quote us on any of this.
gained over, like, so many followers in, like, so many days, or, like, subscriptions or users or whatever, because of that Studio Ghibli trend, where people were, like, turning themselves into Studio Ghibli characters.
I didn't even see that.
It was such a popular thing, and you know how AI always has, like, this yellow tint to it now? Like, the pictures kind of have a yellow tint.
No.
Anyway,
I don't
it
know
had-
any of this. I don't
That's
know anything.
remnants from the Studio Ghibli trend. Because
my
it
God.
just made everything yellow, and now everything has this, like, gross yellow colour. So, I'm glad they're banning that, because Studio Ghibli's
Well, they're
art
trying
is...
to. They've asked. Like, nothing's happened at the minute. And then also, like, Coca-Cola's, like, new ad. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It just looks bad. Like
Yeah.
if it was really good, I don't know. Isn't it got beavers in it?
Yeah, it's a... Coca-Cola's put their
I
second
watched it
AI
once a week
Christmas
ago.
ad
I
out.
don't remember.
And apparently it took, like, 5 people over so many months to put out. And it just looks like
Oh yeah,
fucking
here we go.
shit.
Coca-Cola's annual Christmas ad is entirely AI generated this year, as they said it allows them to use fewer people to make it. Why,
Wow.
Coca-Cola? Are you on a budget?
We'll just...
You on
Yeah,
a budget?
I don't think they make enough money, actually.
It just.
And what is the point?
I don't get it. It just because if it doesn't look good, then why are you doing it?
Like, Santa
Like,
has,
why?
like, 6 fingers on one of the shots.
And the
It's like-
beavers look really weird. You know the show that was advertised on the TV yesterday before Strictly? Race Across the World.
Oh, right.
My
yeah.
parents really like it. Anyway, and I can't remember in which series, but I was watching it a few months ago, and they were in India. I can't remember where, but they were in a really, really, really remote like area where like 5 people lived. Race Across the World is basically where there are these couples and they're given a certain budget and they have to race from like city to city, but they're not. And they only allowed on their budget. So basically the idea is that most people just fly across places to get somewhere and forget about the journey. So what this show is like, and then the first person to get to the end is like gets like some reward money. But there are like different stops and people come first, second, third, and then they get like head starts and everything. But basically it also means that because their budget is just the budget is how much it would cost to fly. So obviously that's nothing compared to how much it would take to walk. So they need to like earn money and get jobs. So one couple were, I think it was a mum and a son, but I might be wrong. They were earning money doing, I think they were like, I can't remember, but it was something that definitely could be done by a machine. And they were asking this guy who was like head of this like tiny business, why don't you just get a digger to do this? Because it would cost nothing and take half the time and you wouldn't have to employ people to do it. And he said, no, because people rely on it for their work. Why would I take that away from them? Like, I don't need the money, so why wouldn't I do that? And it was such a simple thing of just like using a spade rather than a digger, and we can argue about how effective that is. But like I thought of it at the time, and that was before AI blew up as it has now. And I just think it's really interesting that he had that mindset, having no idea, none of us having any idea of like what was to come with AI. It's so interesting.
I mean, we'll probably do an episode on AI or something, but it's like...
Oh, yeah, that sounds like fun.
I'm reading...
Ash just explodes.
I'm reading this report and it's saying it's taking away so many entry-level jobs into the film industry because, like, organizational and background work and, like, you know, intern kind of level and entry-level jobs.
People who are doing really well in the industry, if they're completely, like, in their own bubble, of course they think it's great because then they don't have to train someone who doesn't know what they're doing, or like they can get someone to like they can just get someone to do it for them. Of course that's a great idea, but then it's like, hang on a minute, what happens when you're not in the industry anymore? And then when you get old and die, and then it's like, well, then now what happens? It's or like, then it's a really select amount of people who literally have to like buy their way in.
Nepos.
Then it's a bunch of brilliant.
Oh, great.
No, I'm glad we got there. That's
Fincher
brilliant.
started ILM doing background paintings. Like, probably won't do that now. Never mind, we'll just get OpenAI to generate a picture of a background. Like, fuck you. Oh, but...
It's really sad. And also, I mean, obviously I'm not going to mention any names, but we do get spoken to quite a lot. We're told left, right and centre that AI is a good thing and we should be grateful for it. And that, like, it's only doing good things. And we're told this, and it's like, I don't know, and it's upsetting because I feel like sometimes it's falling on ears who don't argue with what they're told, or maybe people who don't know anything about it. It's like when you were telling me about Bob Iger just now, like, I'm just going to completely believe you on everything I've heard because I don't know anything about it, because I don't know anything about it. So if it's someone who doesn't really know anything about AI, and then someone's being like, no, it's a good thing, then you just accept, like, oh, it was a good thing. Okay.
I recommend keeping up to date.
It's like making, like, telling a bunch of impressionable people, so like young people who just want to learn, that it's a good thing means that they'll probably believe you if they don't know anything about it prior.
Yeah,
that's so damaging.
Doing your own research, especially in the screen industries, is going to be really valuable.
And verifying all facts.
It's definitely here. The bubble is going to burst at some point with it, like, you know, the hype around it, the environmental impacts. It can't go on forever. It's literally doesn't have the money to sustain itself like this.
But also, if you look how fast it's progressed. I remember when I first heard of it, I was in sixth form, and I cannot remember if it was first year or second year, but that must have been 23 or 24. So very, very recently, we're coming to the end of 25. Has it gone from ChatGPT to now, from like all the way through like deep fakes, all of it, to now like it's gone all the way up from like stupid stuff to like industry issues, and it's gone so quickly. I'd like to think that it's gonna like just jump off the scale quite soon.
It's progressing like
I
rapidly.
hope it does.
And this report I'm reading, I wish I had the name of it, but Rachel insert on the screen of this report. It's saying like it's going to, you know, it's going to burst at some point, like with the .com bubble and stuff.
But it's so
like,
worrying because, like, what's that going to look like?
Yeah,
you know what
it
I mean?
is worrying. And they suggest in this report to, like, they want freelancers and smaller market levels to be taught on how to use AI, how to implement it, what it is, what's going on. And, like, people need to be informed on it and how to implement it into their thing. But it's like, who's financing that? Like, how are people in rural areas, like, you know, these freelancers? I don't know, but it just doesn't seem... And at the scale of which is developing, you can't teach everyone, like, this thing, like...
Yeah.
Because, like, Google 3 and, like, OpenAI's models are developing all the time, and...
Yeah, the whole thing is a complete disaster, because even from a legal perspective, this is obviously related because we are talking about animation, but it's a legal disaster because how are you supposed to regulate something that's changing so quickly and can get around laws? Like, it took 20 years for, like the proper online regulation acts to come through, and that was the internet not changing, really. The internet existed, people developed it, and it kind of all just spread out, but it wasn't changing at the rate that AI is, and that took 20 years. So it's like, how the hell are you supposed to keep people safe when it's changing so freaking quickly?
I think
How are you
everyone
supposed,
should know the
how are you
basics.
supposed to
on it.
do
It's like,
that?
when my mum sends me, bless her, hi mum, when she sends me videos of like AI, like she sent me a one on Halloween that was like, oh, parade on Halloween in Paris, and it was like all these faces on the Eiffel Tower, and I was like, I had to be like, Mum, that's AI. Like, I think
Because the thing, a lot of people, when people like first went to see film, you know that thing where it's like there was a train coming towards the screen and everyone was like, well, it's like, well, humans didn't have the tools to figure out that something that they're seeing isn't real. So obviously everyone's brains have spent a very long time like developing and figuring out that like film isn't real, isn't reality. But how do you do that when something's something is something that is manufactured is then manipulating reality? And I think some people are so much better at understanding than others, but some people aren't, and it's such a disaster. Because I think with my parents, like my dad and my mum are getting a lot better at, if they see something online, they'll check it first. Because it used to be like, it's happened a couple of times, my dad like gets really cross because he'll be like, oh, this is happening, and I'll be like, and I'll look at it and be like, no, that's AI. Okay, getting better at that. But the reality is that a lot of people aren't. I mean, social media is kind of a disaster anyway, and like polarizing people's views and all of that. And that's why we're seeing so much more, just polarized political views, I guess, and so much more extremity. It's completely down to social media and the algorithm. But it's just a disaster. Why does anyone think this is a good idea? Are we the only ones who think this? Because other than like frickin' Studio Ghibli, because I'm not hearing anyone argue against us and a couple of frickin' directors.
it has another thing in this report says is the like homogenized globalization of content. So, for example, a lot of things like weird big words. But Keisha, I've been reading this report all day for my research report. So basically that means when say OpenAI is based in America, and so they're trained on a lot of American models for things, the content that it's going to reproduce and like vomit out trained on these American things are going to be American centric, which means a reduced things in like diversity, and there's not a lot of like people of color and women and other cultures represented. And so that's a big thing for the British screen industry, where it's just becoming like American things shown all the time. But even outside the screen industries, like, that is really bad to be just, everywhere, just this like homogenized American thing.
Anything should be made up of like multiple people's like perspectives, and that goes for like everything. So it's just logic to me that if you have one country that's pumping out all of this fake stuff, that's not good, right?
Right.
Like,
long story short, we hate AI, and
this camera.
the AI quote animation that's coming out and will come out and continues to come out is disgusting, soulless, has no point. When animators work on these films and add every single little bit of detail, and the animated fucking AI is just slop that is reproduced and trained off copyrighted IPs, stolen content, we hate it. Real animation is beautiful, takes time, and you feel the human soul inside of it.
Because it takes more than a robot to freaking put humanity in something. Write that down. And also, yes, we are very aware that we're students and we're learning things, but some things you don't have to learn. I think this is just common sense. Thanks. Okay, so now we're actually going to talk about some freaking animated classics. Now, we could go with the thousands of Disney DVDs that we have. But because obviously animation is such a huge genre, we're going to do thousands of animation episodes, especially since animation is my favorite thing in the whole entire world. Today we're going to be talking about two very different animated classics. Princess Mononoke and
the Lego Batman movie.
When did Lego Batman come out? I don't even know.
2017.
Oh wow, a newbie.
Well, not really. Nearly 8 years old.
Oh, I feel so old.
The Lego Batman movie, directed by Chris McKay, came out in 2017, and we just watched it earlier. So, Rachel, what are your thoughts?
You always do this. Okay, I haven't written anything down. It was so funny and it was so silly, and like, also I've never watched any Batman stuff ever, so sue me. I just haven't. I really don't interact with the Marvel DC universes ever. Really, never have. Kaya really likes Marvel. But
I don't
know. Well, she doesn't like Marvel. She likes Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's her favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I've seen that. Anyway, but she likes whatever. I don't even know. I'll stop talking. Yeah. So I've literally never watched Batman before. Obviously, I know the cultural whatever. Like there are references to the movies all the time, so I understand that obviously Batman and Robin. And I've also never watched a Lego film before either. Like obviously I've seen what was it called? It was like there was like a series about like girls. It was like a girl
Oh, Lego Friends.
Lego Friends, yeah. I
Yeah.
used to watch that. We should watch that. Can we like find it on YouTube or something?
Sure.
Please, that would be so
on
much
Netflix.
fun. That would be so. Okay, sorry. Anyway, so I've obviously come into contact with it before. I was sitting here and I was like, why is this actually
Wait.
so good? Like,
Was it kind of banging?
like because it was just it was so funny and like so stupid, but then also like the colors were great, the music was amazing, and the story was good.
Yeah.
And the voice acting was insane. I was like, why is this actually the best thing I've ever seen? like it was so good.
It just like comes out of nowhere. Like you don't. This goes with all the Lego movies, except
so
for
quick
Lego
as well.
Movie 2, because I'll shit on that.
Is it not good?
No, it's fine. It comes post Lego Batman movie, and I feel like Lego Batman movie is so. It has a really good plot line of like found family.
Yeah, it's very cute.
So they have like a nice found family thing. Batman realizes like he can't do everything alone. He starts pushing people away. Found a family, and then so you're like, oh wow, what a nice holistic wrapped up story. Lego Batman learned all this stuff. Cut to Lego Movie 2, and he just like absolutely shat on his whole character development.
No.
And I know it's not this whole serious thing, but I don't care. Lego Movie 2, you should carry even your, because Lego Batman's a side character in Lego
No,
Movie.
because the whole thing is that
you
even
should carry his character.
no, you
growth.
should, because like I
in
know
the
it's silly,
sequels.
but like also it was dealing with like quite serious stuff.
Yeah,
So take the serious stuff.
they just kind of shit all over his character development.
That's
and I
right.
don't
That's
like
so
it.
annoying.
But this movie, like you said, it has amazing colours. Like
Yeah, like really,
it's
like
crazy.
Yeah, crazy. They cook with
It
that.
looks amazing, and it's like a unique comedy type for the Lego movies. Like the Lego movies are so funny, and I can't.
Are all of them the same kind of thing?
Lego Movie is great.
Like all of them are the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
We need
Lego
to
Ninjago's not as good, but the Lego Movie inserts also real life people. It's like the kids who are playing with the Lego. Have
Oh,
their own, and
really?
I've got that on DVD.
Wait, that's so cool. That
Yeah.
would be really useful for my animation.
And
Actually.
it's got like this really unique type of humor where it's like
it's like so quick.
yeah,
It's really
like
quick.
witty.
You need subtitles on because you can't
You can't catch all.
you
of
can't
it.
catch everything.
It's like the bottom, the like kids in the orphanage call me Dick. Well, children can be cruel.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my god, it's just like these little and like
the only like spell that that Voldemort does is Wingardium Leviosa is the only thing he says.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
it's just like, oh yeah, are you on that helicopter? Are you on that plane carrying all those highly deadly explosives over Gotham City? It's like
And here we are with a really ridiculously overcomplicated bomb.
piloted by two best friends.
Well, as long as they're two best friends.
then they can go through. It's just like this stupid humor that it's not just a kids' film. Like
I bet that was so much fun. I bet the writers' room was so good.
Oh yeah, it
I bet
has
it
so
was
many
so
writers
good.
as well. who
Yeah,
are all,
it
like-
has to. It has to have something that
It's
something that
just
jam
so good. And like this is what made it, like this film is really like highly rated on IMDb and Letterboxd and things, and it's like used to be in my top 4. It's in a lot of people's top 4s. People just love this movie
It's just great.
because it's just like
why
there's
wouldn't you love it?
actually nothing to fault with it. It's just fun, silly,
It's just a bit of
heartfelt
fun.
messages, beautiful colors. The animation is replicating stop motion.
You can see because it's a little bit jerky,
Yeah,
which is like good.
it adds so much character
But
to it.
also, I think it was a good thing it wasn't stop motion because like a lot of the stuff they were doing was so like action. You cannot do that with stop motion. Like I asked, like 2 seconds into the film, is there stop motion? And then there was like this massive like exploding like camera and crazy
Yeah.
shit. Like, and then I was like, if I'd waited 2 seconds, my question suddenly became really stupid. And I was like, oh, obviously.
Well, like the team who made it call it emulated stop motion.
yeah.
The
You
head
can
of
see that.
animation, Rob Coleman, said that. And he's right. It's like stuff you can't do in stop motion, like technically.
Yeah.
And
No,
it'd
like, they
take
made
you
the
way too
most
long.
of the fact that it
Yeah.
was
Like there's a
CGI.
million background characters and
Yeah.
a million pieces moving all the time. You couldn't do that in stop motion,
It
really.
would look
but
terrible
like,
if you did that.
Yeah, but in this movie it really works. Like,
Yeah. It's because it's so, like, smooth.
This film took over 500 crew members
Wow.
and 9,153 days to complete.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
Damn. Like,
I would have quit. That's too long. I just would have not done it.
I would have just quit.
Get AI to do it.
Actually, we can just generate that using, the OpenAI model.
Bro, if AI was churning out freaking the Batman movie, we'd all be cooked. Like,
But, like, you can tell because this film has so much character.
yeah, and just humor that you cannot possibly ever replicate with anything else. It was so good.
This film would have taken one person over 25 years to animate themselves. It depicts over 3,180 bricks and 451 characters.
That's insane.
Like, this is attention to detail that
we love a big budget that is spent well. Like,
yes, and you can tell like the cast is so funny as well.
Yeah,
Like
the
Will
cast is
Arnett,
so
Michael
good.
Cera, Ralph Fiennes.
I love like how self-aware it was as well. Like when he was going through his outfits and he was like, "Oh no, that one's like culturally insensitive." I was like, "Oh, diva!" Like, yeah, that's so good.
I also like that it pokes fun at past Batmans and like
Yeah,
one
it's so self-aware.
One of my favourite video essays ever is called Lego Batman Subversive Queer Coding by the Sin Squad. And it talks about how she's really smart and I recommend you go watch that video and a lot of her
She's
other ones.
literally really smart,
I
guys.
really love her and I don't think she gets the credit she deserves. But she talks about how early Batman had a lot of queer coding. Like Batman and Robin's relationship was really gay. In like early Batmans, and so they were like, no, like the father-son. And like they gave them like Batgirl was made out of fear that like it was turning kids gay. Like they were like, it's too gay, we have to give them like someone else. And like so Batman became like this beta male Chad, like because the comic authority like was like no, this is too gay. It's like,
Wait, so Robin's a guy in all of them?
yeah.
Okay.
So they were like, no, this is like too gay, it's too gay. And so like the comic book authority, like this is really bastardized version of this history, but like they said like no, like remove all the homoeroticism from it. And so Batman became really gritty and dark, and he became like a playboy, like Christopher Nolan's version of Batman and Ben Affleck's version. They're all like playboy Chad alpha male, like I have 2 women on my arm, and then I go and punch the bad guys at night, and yeah, I'm really cool, I'm Christian Bale.
Which Ash likes.
Which is fine, and it's cool, and, you know, I like it.
But I feel like it's been done.
I like Robert Pattinson's Batman. He's kind of a virgin loser.
Can't relate.
Compared to like
go.
Christian Bale, but obviously we've only seen like his origins. But one thing that I love about Lego Batman, who is my favourite Batman, is that he's just not that. He's kind of a loser.
Yeah.
He's kind of funny, and he's alone watching Serendipity and eating Lost Abyss in his house. And he doesn't have lady tennis players around him, like he says to Joker. And all that he relies on is, like, his only relationship... I mean, he wants a relationship with Barbara Gordon in the film, I guess. But
I actually think the dynamics was so off, and I didn't even... Like, I actually thought it was really forced.
yeah.
Like, when I was watching it, I was like, this is so weird. Like, there was, like, no chemistry, and they'd have these moments where, like, they'd play whatever that stupid song
I
is.
just died in your
Yeah, that
arms
one.
tonight.
And... Good song. And... But, like, they play that, and then I'll be like, oh, so he's, like, supposed to like her. But then it just nothing... Then he's like, at the Joker, he's like...
At the Joker,
what are you
it's so
doing?
gay.
Yeah.
I mean, because Chris McKay, who's the director of this film, called, like, the relationship between Joker and Batman the backbone of the film, which it literally is. It's the motivation for everything, as, you know, this the Sin Squad also says, like, they're just gay, and it drives the film, and people actually boycotted seeing this movie.
Why?
Because it was gay. Because it's, like, really heavily queer-coded.
Oh, dear.
Get over yourself, people. But, like, because Batman's like the Joker. Like, he won't say I hate you, and Joker's like, well, I say I'm your greatest enemy, and I'm fine with you fighting other people, but like our relationship is special. And he's like, no, it's not special. And it's like it's basically the Batman learning to love Joker, and they have to have each other in Gotham so that they can both like survive, and they need each other to like do their like Batman needs to fight
jobs,
Joker,
yeah.
and Joker needs to like antagonize Batman. And like Batman and Joker's relationship is like through like the Arkham games and through like all the different comics and things, like their relationship is gay.
Boo.
Bat jokes exist. I'm a bat jokes truther, and the relationship in this film is just so sweet. I love Lego Joker. He's like my favorite Joker. Sorry.
Are they all? Is their
Joker.
relationship the same in all the Lego Batman films?
There's only one Lego Batman film.
Oh, there's only one.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Shame. I kind of don't want another one though, because I don't know what that'd be.
What are the other ones then?
So there's Lego Movie, Lego Ninjago, Lego Movie 2, and Lego Batman. Is like the big budget ones, like this kind of style. Yeah. But like this one's the GOAT. The Lego Movie's really good too. And there's also a video essay that I really like called Queer Coding the Joker, an analysis by Gay Lens.
I thought that was a name for a second. I was like,
I mean, because the Joker is an inherently queer coded character as well. With like, he's red. Sometimes it's red face paint, or sometimes it's red like we got burnt around the lips. But this movie shows that it's lipstick. Like there's a scene of Lego Joker like putting on
with like
red
a
lipstick.
freaking fat crayon.
And like his relation, like they give him a relationship with Harley Quinn, but in this movie, he's like, "Hey there, girl, buddy," like to Harley, and it's just like I like that they gave him his little like gay flair back, because like again, like Nolan's Batman takes that out with Heath Ledger, and Joker's just this queer character, and I like that they both. I mean, they kind of made Batman a macho male, but like in a way that made fun of him. And like he needs the silliness and the queerness of Joker, to have that balance. And like I also like the concept of found family, because one of the things says like, I don't know if it's that stupid song they play at the end credits, but it's like you can choose friends as your family, like friends are my family or something. And I just like that, because a lot of movies are like, blood is the thickest, like like you gotta be like nothing's more important than family and blah, blah, blah. But like. I like found family. Like that's a nice trope to always have. So yeah, it's just a feel good movie. If you want to watch like also Voldemort and Elphaba and
Darth Vader, hello.
and helicopters doing backflips when
yeah, like I think like the intertextuality. I just lost a gibbets.
That's what we get for messing.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I think intertextuality. I think it just really adds to a film, and it's just like an extra little bit of like, oop, like when they were showing all the villains, and I like knew some of them. I was like, oop, I know who that is. She's got a movie coming out in a week.
Yeah, it is just fun. It's fun, and I like all the gremlins and stuff, and it's just all fun and feel good and LOL, and it's a good movie to watch with friends.
And everyone was like glued.
Oh yeah,
we were watching it with our mates, and they were like glued to the TV. I feel bad for John, because he's always trying to do his coding, and then I'm always like, let me just put on a movie. Like the other day I was Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, and I just put it on, and I've done it to him with Anastasia as well. I was like, put on a film that's casually like amazing, and then he just does no work, and then he's just like and then I feel a bit bad, but like it's a good film. So.
You can't not watch Lego Batman when it's in front of your face.
You cannot watch Lego Batman when it's in front of your face.
Like the colours as well. Like the lighting supervisor is called Craig Welsh. And he's just like round of applause for Craig Welsh, guys, because he did amazing. It's like Technicolor, and it like blends all this stuff, and woo! I just like really recommend. And so, what did you rate it on Letterboxd?
I haven't looked it yet.
Wow!
Shall I log it now, live on the podcast?
On the pod.
If you want to see when we really watched it, follow me on Letterboxd.
Or follow
I haven't
me.
logged it. I can't believe I didn't log it. That's so unlike me.
Follow me, who already logged it. This is like my fourth rewatch, and honestly, it just like gets better every time. Like,
Yeah, I can imagine because there's so much like going on.
yeah, there's literally so
Lego.
much to look at. And also, one of the songs is by Fall Out Boy. You know the song at the beginning that's like, "Who's the manliest man? Batman." That's by Fall Out Boy, and it's just like so banging.
Okay, my mate Nathaniel has written this as his review. A film so good that I felt inclined to travel to B&M to brand myself with their finest Batman tattoo. Or Batu, if you will. We love Nathaniel. Ooh, yours has got like 5 likes.
Yeah, I'm famous.
The director hasn't really done much, has he? I always find myself so funny when I'm like, oh, he hasn't done much, has he? As opposed to me, who's done loads.
As opposed to you with your catalogue of bangers. Well, also this film took 9,153 days to make.
Boo.
Like...
I've done 2 music videos. So funded by me.
Yeah, Chris McKay, you hear
by
that?
Me
You
and my
shit,
mum.
mate.
And you. I always change my mind when I log things as well. Like I'll probably wake up tomorrow and be like, no, could be 5 or something. You know, I will change my mind. Is it my turn now?
It is a departure from what we watched the day before.
It is my turn.
Definitely in tone.
Princess Mononoke, Studio Ghibli classic, made in 1997. And I actually, just before this, I watched this interview with its director, Hayao Miyazaki. I don't know anything about him. I need to like sit down and
He's great.
I mean, obviously I've watched all of his films, but I don't know anything about like him as a person. Like this is my first time watching an interview with him. I need to do what I did with Jennifer Lee for this podcast. I think if we do another directors, I might do him. But yeah, he just said some really, really interesting things because he was basically on tour in America for Princess Mononoke, and he was basically being asked really stupid questions, and his answers were really, really good. So obviously, Princess Mononoke is such an amazing film, and it's such a departure from. I think it just shows how diverse his like films are because you compare it to like My Neighbor Totoro. It's just so unbelievably different, and it's had so many deep messages in it. But I think my favorite obviously is about like climate change and humans and like how stupid it is that humans like fight each other, and while they're busy fighting each other, like the natural world's dying and they rely on the natural world whether you like it or not, which obviously is such a like current issue.
I mean, apt that fucking, you know, OpenAI and things are like stripping their content for like you know, their animation style to so people can create it while destroying the environment with their like
like really current even just for this episode,
literally.
But I think my favorite bit is that nobody is binary. I love that every single character isn't aggressively one way or the other. And also, I looked it up, and Mononoke means vengeful spirit. Because I was like, that's not her name. So why is that the title of the movie? And I looked it up, and I just think that's really cool. No one's a binary. So Lady Eboshi, how Miyazaki described her is that she bears immense scars from trauma and has the power and the like determination and like personal strength to make. I don't know what that little guy's called, but she's the one who, like, he wouldn't have been able to carve the spirit's head without her.
Right, the monk guy.
Yeah.
Who's like, I'm just a humble monk,
with the
guys.
diva shoes.
Oh, yeah. Crazy.
Love a good shoe.
Shoes.
Anyway, but, like, he wouldn't have been able to do it without her. It was her, like, just, like, determination and everything. And, like
leadership.
And the other thing is that, I don't remember where I wrote this down. Yeah. I quote, individually, the characters, are all lovely people, but once they enter a organization, they become quite cruel.
Ooh.
Isn't that so good?
Ugh.
Talking
to
a genius.
That said that?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he said it about Princess Mononoke.
It is so, like, I love that at the end when they cut off the forest spirit's head, and then, is it Mononoke or whatever her actual name is? I forgot. Like,
It's son. Say that all again. I wasn't listening. I'm sorry. I was too busy thinking about what her name was. Sorry. Say it again. I'm listening.
When, like, at the end, like, kill her, because she cut off she, like, enabled the forest spirit's head to be cut off. And then the main guy's name,
Ashitaka.
Ashitaka, is like, no, your mum did it enough with like eating her arm off or like cutting her arm off. Like she's paid her dues. That definitely affects what Miyazaki's saying there. Like I like this because in like you know, it's either like good or bad, and like the baddie gets their just dues. But I like that
all
it's,
of the questions that Miyazaki was being asked were basically like these American interviewers being like, so have you found that, like, the question was, have you found that there's been a difference between the way Japanese audiences and American audiences have digested it? Because obviously Americans are used to Disney's very binary, like Cruella de Vil, like really, really binary, good guys, bad guys kind of thing, where there's no in between, really.
Grey area.
That's it. And he said no, there's been some issue with adults, but most of the kids have got it. Which I think is kind of crazy.
One thing that I like about this movie is I literally wrote that down. It doesn't treat children like they're stupid. Like, I guess this is
obviously
a
it's not
film.
For young kids, obviously.
No, well, not young. Yeah, but it doesn't
because
treat
that's the other
people
thing
like
he
they're
was asked.
stupid.
They were like, it's really gory, and he was like, yeah, but it's not for young kids. That's not really a problem.
Yeah,
that's literally what he said, and I was like, yes.
I guess what I mean is it doesn't treat people like they're stupid. Like, oh, she's like,
no,
like,
it's
she's
like
the bad guy.
It's a really complex thing.
Yeah.
And also the other thing, at any one time, is anyone completely? I guess Ashitaka, but like, is anyone doing anything that's completely fine, like that's okay? Ashitaka is the perfect split between Iron Town and Sun. He's the perfect kind of like go between. Like he you know, the women, and like obviously we have that bond with whatever that stupid guy's name is whose wife hates him. Obviously we have the comedy, and we love the women of Iron Town. And Lady Eboshi kind of like, she's kind of rescued them and given them a purpose and not treated them like they're physically incapable of doing anything. So like we like her because she's saving, like she's saving people from work that they didn't want to do and like giving them another life. But it's also like really, really hard work. Didn't they say their shifts are like 4 days long or something ridiculous?
Yeah.
So obviously there's that. So that's kind of crazy. But also the girls are really, really happy, and they're just like
the men don't bother us.
The men don't bother us. Like, they're so bubbly and confident, and they can literally do whatever they like. And they can also, the other thing I thought was really interesting is they also wear what they want. And it's really interesting. I was watching when Ashitaka was like, oh, I'll help, and then she like bounced the
wooden
bellow
board
in
that
the air.
It keeps the iron hot or something.
The girl next to him, as soon as he stood next to her, suddenly like grabs her like robe that she was wearing and did that. And she spends the entire shot. You're not supposed to be looking at her, you're supposed to be looking at him. But like I was watching her, and she spends the entire time like trying to like cover up. And it's like, because these girls are in an environment where they don't have to bother with it, that it's such hot work, they can literally like wear practically nothing, and it's not in a sexualized way. They're just wearing it because it's like comfortable and it's so warm. But the second like a man comes into their space, well, not all
like,
of them, but a lot of them are suddenly like, oh my god, nothing is like completely straightforward. You know what I mean? Like, not even the fact that these girls don't have to work in brothels anymore, but they're still working, they're still being worked to the bone. You know what I mean? Like, nothing is completely straightforward. Like, yes, she's done this great thing, but the women still don't have a perfect life. Like, Iron Town's disgusting. And yeah, I don't know. And it's very, nothing straightforward. And she's a human, but she doesn't want to accept that she's a human because she was raised as wolf. So it's like, there's that. So she is fighting against her own people, essentially, but they're not her. She's neither. And then the animals transition into becoming more and more, who does this? When the animals become stupid with rage and stupid with anger, they transition from these like magical creatures who can speak into these animals that we'd recognize today. Like the monkeys transition from like having the red glowing eyes into like full on gorillas. So like they transition from these magical things into what we'd recognize as like a dumb animal. It's Wicked that does that. As the animals become more like basically the whole plot of Wicked, or some part of the plot, is basically that the horrible people who are in charge are trying to get rid of animals because they don't want animals in charge, they want humans in charge. So what they do is they basically kick the animals out of like their jobs. Like they're not allowed to be vicars anymore. They're not allowed to be professors anymore. They kick them out, all these intellectuals, and they force them to either do manual work or not do anything. And it's when the animals do nothing is when they start becoming angry. And similarly to Studio Ghibli, the Princess Mononoke, as soon as the animals become like so angry and they're not using their gifts anymore, they turn into dumb animals. Right. And so the whole thing is that whatever the professor's called, that Alphaba's got like a connection with, his issue is that he starts like bleating when he speaks, and then I'm fairly sure at the end of the film he can't speak anymore. Right. He's completely transitioned from a speaking into a, and it's the same idea, and it's so interesting because obviously animals can't talk, but that's something that we've imagined that animals could do for forever. And it's obviously people being like, oh, why? Like, can we make a lesson out of why animals can no longer speak? And it's that like humans treated them so appallingly and dumbed them down so that we can all like assert authority over them. And I think that could go for a lot of things that are happening in human society anyway. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
But anyway, so that's interesting as well. And I forgot how gory it was as well. Like even in animation, it does make your stomach churn, the amount of crap that you see. And it's so, yeah.
I feel like it wasn't like needless gore and violence.
No. Like it wasn't like
gratuitous.
It wasn't like the stupid like cowboy stuff that my dad watches sometimes. Like, I love it, and
so visceral.
I love it so much because to me it's just it's like the best bits of animation because it takes all the things that animation is really good at and it's putting humans and animals like together. And something else that I thought was quite interesting is that Disney was the film's partner for its US release.
Oh, really?
So they distributed it, and it was quite interesting because Miyazaki was going. Because this was in the 90s, so they were making like Hercules and stuff. So when he was going around their animation, he was like looking at and it was funny because he was like, "Oh, we draw like this, but Disney draw like this, like the paper."
What do you mean, like Disney?
Well, like so
Disney draw on a desk and
no. So So Ghibli draw like this, but Disney draw with their drawings like this.
Ah.
And he said, "Why do you do that?" And Disney were like, "I don't really know." And then Ghibli was like, "Oh, it's probably Ghibli," but Miyazaki was like, "Oh, it's probably like for like back problems, right?" And they were like, "I suppose." But it was just kind of interesting that like that's all they decided to talk about, like these greats of the industry, and they were just like looking at this, being like, "We don't draw like that. We don't."
I need to watch more Ghibli. Like, oh my god, like Ghibli films just like
I am
always hit. Like for me, I need to watch more. I watched Ponyo. I showed my niece. I have a 7-year-old niece, and because my like sister and my brother-in-law aren't really like film guys, they show her some like slop sometimes. Like, ugh, God, have you seen Leo on Netflix? That new Adam Sandler film.
Leo.
It's like Adam Sandler plays this like lizard who's a class pet. God, I've never wanted to shoot myself more in my life. Leo.
Is that animation?
Yeah, that's fucking shit.
Oh,
sorry. Actually, I don't apologise, but like. So I showed her, I was like, oh, because she watches some shit sometimes. Let me show you some peak. And I put on Ponyo. And she was locked into Ponyo. We only watched half of it because then she went to the park. But like...
Bitch.
Bitch. Playing outside instead of watching some like
instead of watching a movie in a dark room, what are you doing?
But like...
Get inside.
Yeah. She like loved it. It's just so like the colours or the animate, like the different textures that they do on things. It's like you can't be... And then even like not even kids things like Grave with the Fireflies. Oh my god, we watched that first year of uni in Rachel's room.
And it was like really late. I just can't even remember when we watched it. It was like a really bad time of year. It was like November, like mid, like dark. Not Christmas wasn't here. It's like where we are now. Christmas isn't here yet. We were all in like flats, so we didn't necessarily love everyone in the flats. Like we were all in separate rooms, prison corridors if you asked to. And it was cold, the food was bad, and I hate it, completely unrelated. I hated the dining hall so much. The amount of happiness I get from not having to go to the dining hall anymore is unbelievable. Anyway, so it's just like, unhappiness, like working to the bone, like trying to settle into everything in a brand new freaking city. And John was like, hey, let's watch the saddest animated movie ever. And we were like, okay, watched it. Nuh-uh, mate.
Balling.
We all died. We did.
I mean, and
It was
that's
terrible.
another film where it's like,
I mean, no, it was really
God.
good, but it was like
It's
emotionally traumatizing.
amazing. I need to rewatch that.
Like, obviously it was insane, but it was you gotta watch it not when you're about to go to bed. I feel like maybe
Yeah.
a midday watch would be a good time, because then you can just like get over it and then do something nice. But we had to watch it and then go to bed thinking about it.
I mean, it just shows like the good scale of like what Ghibli does as well. It's like,
Yeah, they do.
from Ponyo
they do
and
so
My Neighbor Totoro,
much.
which is I mean, it's not even kids, but it's like no lesser important than, let's say, Grave of the Fireflies. And I'd say this movie is not a Grave of the Firefly extreme, but like somewhere close to that than
Yeah.
Totoro or
Yeah.
Ponyo or.
I just feel that animation gets so much stigma as it only being like for kids,
Oh,
and I think something that Ghibli is really good at is because like even with this movie when everyone was like it's a bit violent, it's like, well, maybe it's not for kids. Shocking.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it's not for kids. We can't all be Snow White.
It's like,
Maybe animation isn't just Snow White.
yeah.
What? Who said that?
It's like Del Toro said something once where, like, at the Oscars they have an animation segment, and Del Toro was like, well, animation isn't a genre, it's a medium. Like, it's so deep. Like, it's not like animation is so expansive in concept. Like, it is a medium of storytelling, like, and that has its own
Yeah, it is.
genres.
It's a different form.
Like, live action's a medium.
Like, you
It's
cannot claim that freaking, like, because obviously you've got Disney or like film musicals, and then they're just different, aren't they? That you can't. That's like saying all live action movies are the same.
Exactly. I just love animation so much.
The other thing I love about Studio Ghibli is that you can't say this with Miyazaki's earlier work, especially with. Oh, what was that one we watched with John with the Ohms? Did you watch it with us? I can't remember. Put it on the screen. Now, under Studio Ghibli, which has been around for about 40 years, Miyazaki does not sexualize his protagonists. Like, if they're like female protagonists, yeah, I don't know. And it's not true for some of his earlier stuff. In whatever that bloody film was called, like her like dimensions are like Pocahontas, like crazy 90s princess. But I just don't think like, especially with like Disney's princesses in the 90s, like, but then if you look at like Totoro and like, I don't know, and you look at like even Princess Mononoke, like she wasn't sexualized.
Or the
she was
in
just
Ponyo.
she was just existing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she was just there, and
I
she
mean-
was doing her. I mean, you can't. I mean, I think it's probably guaranteed if this video does well, like someone will be like, actually, I'm sure it's a very blanket statement, but generally,
Yeah.
very generally,
Also, the bars on the floor.
the what?
The bars on the floor, like, don't sexualize women. Is like should be standard,
Yeah, I know.
but unfortunately it's not, and that's what
No.
I'm saying. So
It's just like a good. It's a very good studio for putting everything else ahead of. I don't know, just like sexualized women, I suppose.
okay,
You know, like storyline and like whatever.
yeah, what a movie.
Not
should
just like
focus on.
adding. I mean, yeah, but we have to recognize it, unfortunately, in
Yeah.
this day and age. Yeah, and also he said something really interesting that was kind of a bit hypocritical and a bit like weird, and I really want to know what you think. So he said, not just in animation, but in the computer game business, children are sacrificed in the interest of business. And it's the idea that kids cannot distinguish between reality and manufactured images. So if a kid's 5 years old and is watching whatever, they don't realize that it's not real, you know, because they're just
Yeah, well, yeah,
because
yeah.
they're being shown videos on people's phones, video calls, especially in these days. Kids don't understand what's real and what's not. And obviously, I mean, you could take this and argue about AI as well, because it's like, how damaging is it when a kid is only being shown manufactured images, you know, if it's like AI, for example. And basically, he was just talking about like animation, how it has a little bit of sense of detachment. But honestly, he didn't defend himself. Like, I assume his point was that therefore the stuff that we are presenting to kids needs to be like full of like good morals and like calm and not too much. I don't know, but like I just thought the fact that he just said that was like kind of interesting to me, because I just thought, But you make animated movies.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
you're showing them to kids. What are you talking about?
it's the same thing of like, I mean, it's not just with movies. It's been happening forever. Where like, if like a grown ass guy is dressed up as Mickey Mouse, and your 4-year-old runs up to him at Disney, and it's like, oh my god, Mickey! Like, yeah, they believe it's fucking Mickey Mouse. Like, you know what I mean?
That was me back in the day.
I don't know. I don't think we have. Oh my god, what I hate about kids' films like these days. Not that it's like back in my day, but like
it is a little bit when you look at some of the crap that's coming out now.
It's always like,
It's
wow,
always so busy.
look at
Do you
her
know what I
over
mean?
there. She's the bad guy. You can tell by XYZ, and she does these bad things, and I'm the good guy.
They're probably dressed
and
in
they
black
like
as
say
well.
these things like very out loud, like, oh, she's bad because of this, and this, and it like there's not even much of an exaggeration what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like-
I don't know. I don't really watch.
Oh.
You have a niece.
Yeah,
so-
I do, and she watches some crap.
And
So-
TV isn't allowed in the place where I work, so
And
I work
so
with kids,
like,
by the way. Sounds so weird. I'm not allowed to watch TV anymore.
yeah, I work at KFC. And so I don't like when things are ambiguous. It's like kids have to learn this lesson, and I think animation is a good medium to like show kids this. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, it is because actually this has been such like a development and journey for me, I suppose. Not anymore, but you know, a few years ago, where I started rewatching Disney films as a person who's got half a brain. So when I was like 14 or 15, and I started rewatching these Disney films that I loved as a kid and being like, oh my god, this is so good, and for completely different reasons. Like when you watch as a kid, you don't know what on earth is going on. Like you just thought, oh, that's nice,
Yeah.
that's pretty. Like I don't know, like that. The standards aren't very high when you're
Yeah.
like 6. Like you just have no concept of anything. But it was such a great. I felt like I was watching these movies for the first time and actually understanding the dialogue and the jokes and like, wait, this film has a plot,
Yeah.
because you just don't get it when you're little. You don't understand. Like maybe you can take away morals from it, I guess, but you have to kind of understand what's going on to understand the morals. So not really.
No. Kids do take morals from things.
I know,
And
but
that
I
is
feel like
like-
they're more likely
like,
to take it from a book
I
than
was
they are a
obsessed with-
feature-length film.
I was obsessed with the Lorax. And obviously it's like, trees are great.
No, I don't really know what his point was. I just thought it was really interesting that he said it.
I mean, obviously, like, Princess Mononoke isn't a kid's film.
I mean, no, but like the poster's got her with blood around her mouth. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
I mean, like, I mean, like,
It's just up to the parent. Like, obviously, whatever. Like, it's not really like well, she's not anymore, but one of my friends watched the second Harry Potter film. She had to wait to watch the second Harry Potter film until she was 7 because of the scary spiders. But I didn't watch any of them until I was 13 or 14.
No. I watched when I was little. It came on the TV. The one, like, one of the first ones where Ron like vomits them slugs up.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
I watched
the
that
second
scene
one.
and was like, no, and then refused to watch them. I was like 50. Technical difficulties once again, guys. We do literally apologise. It happens every fucking episode.
Take a shot.
We're really trying. Like,
Believe it or
actually.
not, because actually we also have lives outside of the podcast, which is really inconvenient.
I know. I wish we could.
I wish we could do
God,
this
it's
full
so
time.
annoying.
Can you imagine if we could do this full time? Wouldn't that be Brillo?
It'd be because like our research is so haphazard as well, and we'd like to do more films per episode, but we literally do not have the fucking time. Like I was
No.
talking about
We
reading
literally,
that
like-
research report on AI, and then I've still not read it. I've got a research report due. Like,
yeah, we're literally being reduced to talking about what we're doing at uni because there's nothing else in our brains
literally.
going
And I'm
on.
sure I think we're doing it's an interesting conversation. Though,
We are
like,
doing
relevant.
good, yeah. But it's going to be really fun. The Christmas episodes are going to be really fun, I think, because it's
Yeah.
just going to be like just a bit of fun.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
these things can be really impactful, and like
I'm trying to think of what on earth impacted me as a kid. Not much,
a lot of things on the environment did for me.
I guess.
Or like films about divorced parents.
I guess like
and-
family and I don't know. I'm thinking of the Aristocats just because it's here.
Or like issues that affect kids, or like a lot of like tween movies about puberty, and
Yeah.
I don't know, like people really, you know,
Bro,
you
what the
take from
frick
film.
impacted me as a kid? Did nothing, because I can't think of anything.
Or like Benjamin Button for me.
We didn't all watch
We
that as a
didn't
kid
at
though.
kids'
Yeah, Fight Club was like really impactful for me as a kid.
I watched this cool film called The Matrix when I was 2 years old, and
No,
it
in
really
Interstellar as
impacted
well
me.
when I was like 3. Like,
Yeah, like
No,
The
it-
Godfather is the first film I ever
no,
watched,
it's my favorite.
and it actually impacted my career a lot. So yeah.
Because I'm actually a godfather. Oh, we're so
Oh.
funny.
So this concludes the first of probably many animation episodes, because
I'm not letting this go. We're doing so many.
I was between
Oh,
yeah.
I've got a really fun anecdote when we do that one. Say it out loud.
Because I was between the Lego Batman movie, or my other favorite animation movie is The Pirates and Adventures with Scientists.
I have
by
a really
Aardman
funny
Animations.
anecdote for whenever we do our next animation one. Yeah.
And it's just like,
yeah, I had a list about 5 or
Aardman.
6, and Ash was like, "You can only do one." And I was like, "No, but I have to do 2."
I was
And he was
we
like,
have
"That's
no
and
time,
he was
Rachel.
like, "That's not fair."
Also, by the way, because I just remembered, I never mentioned the studio that did the Lego Batman movie, and they're called Animal Logic Animation Studios.
Animal Logic.
So shout out to them.
What a
'cause
quirky
they did
name.
an amazing job. So yeah,
Such a weird name.
we will talk about animation again because we're freaks, and also Rachel's studying
It's
it
my
right
thing. It's my thing.
now. Rachel's doing
It's
stop
my
motion.
only thing. I'm making my own. So if you
Yeah.
think Princess Mononoke is good, just you wait
for
until
Bubbles the Fish coming
until
out
my
in cinemas
60-second
2027.
stop motion groundbreaking classic that's coming your way. Don't even worry about it, guys. Under control.
Yes,
For sure.
Made by Sora AI.
Right, I'm gonna hit you over the head. I resist. I mean, the camera's not even on, but I was gonna hit you on the head. So yeah.
Thank you so much for listening, guys. Follow us on Letterboxd, Instagram.
Rate us on Spotify because that's very, very helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, let us know what movies you want us to cover in the future. What episodes do you want us to do? What Christmas stuff do you want us to do? Because we've got a list of about 50 million billion. We're struggling to pick which ones we're going to do.
Follow Rachel on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Letterboxd. That's a really important one.
No, Ash isn't on Letterboxd, guys.
I am.
No, he's
Please
not.
like my reviews.
Don't
I'm
like
funny.
dislike his reviews. Reports him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So
guys.
thank you for
We love
watching.
so
See
much.
you next week.
Bye. Ooh, I bet that was disgusting.
Yeah, you are, mate.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Oh.
Inshallah. Mine's still recording. Is yours still recording?
Yeah.
Oh! Me when we actually get an audio. That's so good.